ladies. Welcome. Hey, guys. Check one, check two, check 1 2 1 2. Pity party is to a purpose. Are we ready for a great day? Unmute yourselves, ladies. So glad to have you on here. Welcome, Dana. Welcome.
What I put my heart on
Okay, Juanita, Dana, Alicia, welcome.
Do to make it all feel.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
So excited to see such a rich place today on a Sunday. Despite the rain, we're going to make it through this.
That means there's way more.
Excited to see you.
Forever. It's my party and I'm
It's going to be party.
till the candles burn down this place. How can you till my pity parties in flames? It's my party and I want to cry. How can you till the candles burn down this place? How can you till my pity parties in flames? Maybe if I knew all of them well, I wouldn't have been trapped inside this hell that holds me. Maybe if I casted out a spell, but told them decorations were in pastel ribbons. Maybe it's a cruel joke on me. Whatever just means there's way more cake for me. Forever. It's my party and I want to How can you till the candles burn down this place? How can you till my pity parties in flames? It's my party and I want to How can you till the candles burn down this place? How can you till my pity parties in flames? I'm laughing, I'm crying, it feels like I'm dying. I'm laughing, I'm crying, it feels like I'm dying. I'm laughing, I'm crying, it feels like I'm dying.
So ladies, this next song, we know we gotta play this because we are survivors. Get your drinks.
Now that you're out of my life, I'm so much better. You thought that I'd be weak without you, but I'm stronger. You thought that I'd be broke without you, but I'm richer. You thought that I'd be sad without you, I left harder. Thought I wouldn't grow without you, now I'm wiser. Thought that I'd be helpless without you, but I'm smarter. You thought that I'd be stressed without you, but I'm chilling. You thought I wouldn't sell without you, sold 9 million. I'm a survivor, I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop her, I'm gonna work harder. I'm a survivor, I'm gonna make it. I'm a survivor, keep on surviving. I'm a survivor, I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop her, I'm gonna work harder. I'm a survivor, I'm gonna make it. I'm a survivor, keep on surviving. Thought I couldn't breathe without you, I'm inhaling. You thought I couldn't see
It's
without
okay to have a little karaoke to yourself, ladies.
without you, but I'm nothing. You thought that I would die without you. Thought that I would fail without you, but I'm not. Thought it would be over now, but it wasn't. Something I was down strong, but I'm still even in my weakness. I'm still here.
Will not be a part of it. Talk about it.
I'm gonna work harder. I'm gonna make it. I am a survivor. Keep on surviving. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna work hard. I'm gonna work hard. I'm gonna make it. I will survive. Wishing you the best. Pray that you are blessed. No success, no stress, and lots of
Hey, ladies, I'm better than that.
Glad you, I'm ready. I'm better than that. I'm not gonna lie, you can't tell me. I'm better than that. I'm not gonna hate you in the magazine. I'm better than that. I'm not gonna come from my reality. I'm better than that. You know I'm not gonna dish you on internet. Cause my mama taught me better than that. I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not a survivor. I'm gonna work hard. I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna stop.
So Shenetta wanted to hear this next song. I hope y'all ready for it. It's a little different pace, you know. You ready, Shenetta? Your song, girl.
Welcome, Wallanda. Welcome.
This is my song, y'all. Y'all don't even understand. I was like, DJ, we gotta have it.
You got too much rich in your blood out there on the island, but we are loving it. Send that energy, Queen. Send it.
On me, slow down, don't rush romance. I'm single again. Told them that we better off friends. I'll flame you, it's just so easy. Well, maybe the problem's me. I'm single again. That's just the way it's going.
You're not single, girl. You're just on the island.
Maybe I should spend this cash on me. Instead of blaming all my old girls when I leave. Instead of calling up these fake that I don't need. Old relationships turn to new deja vu's. Got me feeling like I don't with you. Oh no, that's the old me. You're fucking with the new me.
All right, ladies, let's welcome Christine Hamilton to the group.
You say it's
hey, Christine.
Yes, Christina.
Welcome.
Welcome, lady.
had insecurities and she had them back. Maybe cause single parent love was all I ever had. Who knows? I'm single again. We'll be better off friends. Maybe I should just focus on me. Slow down, don't rush romance. I'm single again. Told them that we better off friends. Maybe you was just so easy.
With so many girls, I hear you've been running from the beautiful queen that you can be becoming. You can look in my palm and see the storm coming. Read the book of my life and see I've overcome it. Just because the length of your hair ain't long, and they often criticize you for your skin tone. Wanna hold your head high cause you a pretty woman. Get your runway stride home and keep it going. Girl, live your life. I just wanna be myself. Don't be yourself. Follow me, follow me, follow me. Girl, be yourself. That's why I be myself. And I love it. Let them get mad. They gon' hate anyway, don't you get mad?
Hey, DJ Q, but you got something serious going on over there, girl.
They're not happy with themselves. I'm talking about things that I know. It's okay, show yourself some love. Don't worry about who's saying the word. Feeling great because the lights on me. Celebrating the things that everyone told me would never happen, but God has put his hands on me. And ain't a man alive could ever take it from me. Working with what I gotta keep on.
Welcome to Taylor.
I wanna live long. Ain't never ashamed of life determined. Wasn't afraid to change cause it was good for me.
Natalia, sorry. Love you, Queen. Darlene, I see you.
Follow me, follow me. I be myself. Let them get mad. They gon' hate anyway, don't you get mad? Doesn't matter if you're going on a death man. They'll never be happy cause they're not happy with themselves. I'm talking about things that I know.
I'm talking about things we know, ladies. That we all have within ourselves and nobody will understand it. It's a personal testimony for me.
When I pass by, shadow, a cloud or a line in the sky.
We walking, right, King?
Oh, girl, we walking. It's a ministry.
All I can take is one step
at a time.
I'll try it.
Miss Lonnie to the building. Welcome, Queen.
Try again. Next time, same thing. I'm walking.
I see you, Netta. Walk, Queen.
I'm walking.
The catwalk is not finished with you, girl.
I'm walking.
Miss Lonnie to the building, y'all. Welcome.
Walking takes too long, but I say with walking you can't go wrong.
Take your time.
Rush your way through life, You won't get very far running on the line. I'll try it every day. I fall down, make mistakes, get back up.
We all make mistakes, ladies, but don't forget, get up and walk. Motivation, you all. It's Sunday, the start of your weekday. Positive vibes, queen. Adjust your crown. Keep your head up. Let's go. Get that right, Shenetta. Let's walk, queen. Head up.
Freedom, pulling it off the shelf.
Hey.
On my chain, wearing it around my neck. I'm taking my freedom, putting it in my car. Wherever I choose to go, it won't take me far. I'm living my life like it's golden, living my life like it's golden, living my life like.
How we living it, y'all? How we living it, Key?
We living, girl. I got a little dough in the earring, honey. I ain't bad.
Like it's golden, living my life like it's.
Everybody got something going on. I'm not scared to show it.
I'm taking my own.
Even if you got a little gold teeth, it's all right.
Singing loud and strong.
Miss Tiffany to the building, lady.
I'm taking my freedom, putting it in my stroll. I'll be hot stepping, y'all, letting the joy unfold. I'm living my life like it's golden, living my life like it's golden, living my life like it's
All right, queen.
like it's golden, living my life like it's golden, golden, living my life like it's
Loving the energy in the background.
living my
You
life.
gotta be having a good time wherever you are. We are all together. Spirit.
I'm holding on to my freedom, can't take it from me. I was born into it comes naturally. I'm living my own freedom, playing the God in me.
Ain't that right, Lonnie? Get it, Lonnie.
Proud of me. Oh, me. Oh, me. I'm living my life like it's golden.
Only because they're live in Jamaica. It's only right.
That's why they living their life like they golden, because they on vacation and left us in America.
I am blessed every day of my life. I am blessed. Wake up in the morning and I lay my head to rest.
Are you blessed?
My life, I am blessed. Give me now, me say me praise God straight. Make money, money it has straight. Fun bad mind, God no. Me love woman, me father him, that's why me born. And enough of them a try stop me, me fly past them straight. Funny over them in a rate. You know them want back the little food from me plate, but I got over devil a hell for them straight. I am blessed, I am blessed. Every day of my life I am blessed. When I wake up in the morning and I lay my head to rest. Every day of my life I am blessed. God bless me up, He watch over me. So when the wicked rise, judgment for them. For 10 years, me I make it. Someday I had to sit down, but me a tour. Hands up from you, now bow stand. Well, I make me big up me friend them. Live up your rhythm, it have a prayer. Irish and chin, no worry every street. I am blessed, I am blessed. Every day of my life I am blessed. When I wake up in the morning and I lay my head to rest. Every day of my
Because they're live in the
life I
island.
am blessed. Watch this.
Oh, not that.
Did you have to say that? We're just gonna keep rubbing it in.
Forward and come
No
up.
matter how much we live vicariously through your current moment, you just gonna remind us we in America. We love you though.
I love y'all. I'm a dance for y'all on the beach in the water.
Welcome, Rosemary. Good to see
Hey,
you.
hey,
queen.
hey.
You know she a rock same way. For real, me love how the girl them do it. Rock so, deep so, look at them look sweet. Trust me, I love stand up and see it.
I hope you all are enjoying your meet and greet. If you can, send a message to your fellow queens. Let them know that you got their back. Yeah, definitely. Let them know you got their back. Chin up, queen. No crowns will still fit.
You sign, you dance a lick. Then your hand in the ear, then you
Send your
rock.
fellow queen a word of affirmation into the chat box.
Step forward.
Let's go on Queens today. Let's go on Queens today. Somebody might need to hear what you have to say. A positive word would never hurt.
So we are coming here with a force, yeah. Blessings we are reap and we coursing on full. Oh, we not rise and boast. Yeah, we give thanks like we need it the most. We have to give thanks like we really supposed to be thankful. Blessings all for my life and my thank God for the journey, the earnings are just for the plus. Yeah, and gratitude is a must. Yeah, me see blessings fall by my right hand. But I toast to the friends that take off every load. One time did sit down in a class and we poured that only said the road and we won.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. I see you, Queen.
I found out to be a fire thing. Now up on stage with chronic, say I sing, yeah. See me all diggy soon, get the higher ring like hello, brother. Say I had to shut ya. Saw your poster, spectacular photo. Keep it burning, yes, that's the motto. If you need a butter, pass through your soul to get ball in a life, man. Me have to thank God for the journey.
Right now, I see y'all.
And gratitude is a must. Yeah, me see blessings fall by my right hand. But I toast to the friends that take off the load. One time they sit down in a class and we pour that only said the road and we go on with it, go on with it.
When me touch down, brother broke down. In a late night, me and her locked up. She found just to the side, I just shot down.
Only because they're on the
I'm a
island.
dog, glass cut off shots, clocks well clear.
I said it again, Keith.
But you roll with me.
Only because they're on the island.
You know
Because they're on the island, right?
I'm a knock, you
All
are
right, ladies. All right, ladies. Part of the purpose. Are we ready to start this?
Yes.
So excited, so excited. Check 1 2 1 2. Pretty part of the purpose. I'm your girl, Keith, the host. We have a plethora of ladies here today that are going to share a lot of stories with you. We're also going to find out why my mental health matters for women. We're going to develop Bridging the Gap and tools of supporting strength and guidance for all mental health for all queens, particularly African-American queens, but all are welcome. We want to learn how to support each other, adjust the crowns of each other, love on each other, send positive words of affirmation, learn how to be there, even in our darkest moments, blending and adjusting atmosphere so that we can definitely be the thriving source and force for each other in any business moves and matters. Today, we have special guests in the building and on the island. Let's show nothing but love. We also have your very own DJ Q Boogie on the ones and twos. She's going to be holding us down in our intermittents and for intros, and we're going to be the life of the party virtually today. Okay. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce the first guest speaker. You all, we have in the building, Miss Montrella. Oh my goodness, look at this queen's locks. Let's start there. Lip liner is on point. Queen is in effect today.
I'm going back big.
Exactly. So let's just give a little background on this queen before she comes through to give you all words of affirmation. I would recommend that you all grab a notepad because there may be some keynotes that she may drop for you all that you all can use within the year of 2020. In the event that something may happen where you're in a little downward spiral, you want to reference back to the notes that you'll receive today. Yeah. So without further ado, let me go ahead on with the introductory. We have Queen Montrella Cowan. Miss Montrella is the founder of Affinity Health Affairs. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Affinity Health Affairs, LLC in DC, is a holistic therapy and relationship coach. She recently published The Purse, an essential guide to healthy relationships. And we know we all can use some help in that area, okay? Montrella provides actionable, life-changing solutions, individuals, children, teenagers, couples, and families, because we all know that we need it. All right. In addition to her private practice, Montrella has become widely sought after motivational speaker and trainer on national and international platforms. She delivers practical insight and result-focused approaches that fuel a healthy self, healthy relationships, and family, and future filled with limitless promise. Montrella's story is a powerful and inspiring one. She is truly an admirable person. Ladies, without further ado, let me introduce to you and present to others Miss Montrella Cowan.
Thank you. Woo! That was a dynamite intro. Thank you so much. And I know.
Got your walkout music.
Okay, got my walkout music. Okay. Thank you. So, ladies, while she, shared a little bit about me, the truth of the matter is I come from struggle. Okay, so I'm here to keep it real with you today. And in fact, what I would like for you to do is go ahead and put in the chat. I love the engagement. I'm a very engaging type of speaker. So this is not a monologue. This is a dialogue. So throw at me, like, what are some of the biggest hurdles and challenges that you had to overcome in 2020? Just throw them out into the chat, please. We're going to make this what you make it. Okay. But I'm from the projects in Brooklyn, New York. Ooh. I was a teenage mother and many other things in the middle of that before I got to where I am today. So I am happy to celebrate Pity Party to Purpose with you all today. Someone mentioned missing family. Yes. With all the social distancing and isolation and distance learning for us parents out there, my goodness, it's been a rough one. Any other issues? Loneliness, absolutely. Depression is the second leading cause of mental health challenges in the USA, with over 17 million people suffering from it annually. Does anyone know the leading cause of mental health distress in the USA? Anxiety. Over 40 million people suffer from anxiety annually. This is pre-COVID, y'all. The numbers are exacerbated since then, okay? One of the things I like to specialize in is trauma. I'm hearing some feedback. One of the things I like to specialize in is trauma. And unfortunately, especially for a sister,
your phone went to mute. You got to unmute yourself, Montrella.
Thank you. Okay. So I'm seeing working from home has been a challenge. Not being able to see loved ones, brother-in-law, things like that, absolutely. Overcoming fear, that's a huge one. That's a huge one. We're going to kind of, tip into that today. I'm just so happy to celebrate with you. I don't know which part I got cut off in. But did y'all hear about the anxiety? Over 40 million people suffering from? Okay, great. So the bottom line is, trauma really plagues our community. And what I was saying is African-American women, Black women, 1 in 5 have been sexually assaulted. So when I said I was a teenage mother by the age of 15, I was actually raped by my daughter's father. Okay. This is the kind of ugly stuff that we don't really want to talk about. We just kind of shove it under the covers. We've adapted, we've coped, right? With a strong Black woman, as they say. But I love this idea of a pity party to purpose, because this validates, you're not crazy, for having some emotional attachments from experiencing all of the traumatic effects of such incidents. So I want you to know that you're not alone. So today I want you to know you're not alone. Hope and help is here. My tagline for my company, dare to live happy, because I know how it is to grow up in a family and everybody just doing it the same way. Plagued by drug addiction, criminalization, all of those things. And when you try to step out the box and do it like the Montrella way or a different way, whoever you may be representing, your purpose on this planet, Nia, right? The Kwanzaa, Nia, purpose. We all have one. I can't fulfill yours. You can't fulfill mine. But when we try to do that, they look at us like we're crazy. They treat us like we're crazy. We're the black sheep all of a sudden. I want you to know that you being on purpose, you being here is not a coincidence. I want you to put in the chat, 1, if you wrote down, if you've already identified, what are you going to do for this year, 2021? Put a 1 if you already wrote it down somewhere. Put a 2 if you ain't got to it yet. Because we're going to give you some tools to actually walk away with today. Rhonda said 1, I love it. I'm sorry, Ronika, Natalia, Christine, yes, Darlene, yes, we on track. It's the 3rd day of the new year. That's very important. I want to talk about 2 things that keep us kind of stuck. I see a lot of 1s. I love it. I ain't seen the 2 yet. So everybody's written down what they up to. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes, queens. That's the way to go. There's 2 things, though, that hold us back. One is, and y'all probably heard this quote before, Insanity is to keep doing the same thing the same way, expecting a different result. You know, we really bought into this big fat lie that we're the strong Black woman and we can't be vulnerable. We can't be emotional because we're afraid to be seen, you know, as weak. And that's bull crap. But if we continue to do the same things, go to the same people, try the same activities to get over and overcome things, we'll never get ahead, y'all. So that's number one. That keeps us stuck. Can anybody understand that? Does that make sense? Yep. Shenetta said, yep. Ronika said, absolutely. And another thing is just keep going, right? In our culture, it's like, how you doing? I know in Jamaica, it's like, what's up? It's like, everything is Irie, right? In the USA, it's, I'm fine. When in fact, we could be really burning, boiling over inside. So keeping that all in and just pretending. Somebody mentioned feeling marginalized. Absolutely. I mean, this COVID and all this stuff has really did a number on us. So those are two things that hold us back. So we got to stop pretending like everything is okay, right? Think about it like our ancestors, they fought for us to have the freedoms that we have today and the liberties. Stop buying into the lie that we are victims, that we are Black and need to stay back, that we are, I stand with the best of them. Sometimes I'm the only one representing. So it's time in 2020 wonderful to step up and live in your purpose. That's Nia, the Kwanzaa principle. So I want to give you 3 tools, 3 tips that's going to make the year 21 amazing. Okay. Number 1, I need you to write down. I know some of y'all said 2020 was the worst year of your life. I've heard that. I hear that with my clients. I work with hundreds of people a year. I need you to search, right? Find 3 lessons. Write down 3 lessons, y'all. Life is a big university, a classroom, an informal university. And in it comes lessons. Guess what happens when we don't get the lesson, y'all? Somebody write it in there. Come on, sisters, give me some feedback. What happens when we don't get the lesson? Think about them youngins, them kids we raised. What happens when they keep bumping in their head? What happens? We'll repeat it, y'all. So just go ahead and write down 3 lessons, please. That's right. Ronika said they will be repeated until they are learned. That is it, dear. Absolutely. And we're giving out free gifts, y'all. So stay tuned today. Stay with us the whole way. But Ronika is on a ball. I hope I'm saying your name right, sister. Absolutely. Repeat the behaviors, repeat the cycles. Absolutely. Yes. From generation to generation. So we're here to break the chains and break the cycles. Okay. So write down 3 lessons. That's step number 1. Number 2 is identify a dream. Now that's a whole bunch of ones, but a lot of times what we'll do is we'll convert that to a to-do list. Like doing laundry, that's not your thing for 2021, okay? I'm talking about like we're becoming a millionaire. We becoming $1 million business in 2021, that kind of thing. That thing that you can't figure it out. And I know I got some blueprint folks on the line that like to just, plan everything. And if you don't see it, but guess what? That's not how God works. That's not where the magic of life comes in. God is real. I don't care what CNN says. Constantly negative news. God is real. And how things really come, how I came from being a victim, because I'm not supposed to be here, y'all. I said I was raped. I was raped at 14 years old. I was a teenage mother, didn't know what the hell I was doing at 15. And so many other things. My mom was addicted to crack for 30 years. Now, I'm not here to depress y'all. I just want you to know that it was the magic of God. It was the faith that carried me through. So dare to write down, what is that big goal for 2021? You don't know how to do it. It should scare you. If it don't scare you, it's not the right one. I want you to write that down. That's step number 2. And number 3 is my favorite. Give gratitude. Give thanks for it all being done. Believe it or not, whether it's a relationship, a healthy relationship you want, whether it's just harmony in your household, whether it's if you want the kids to do right, or if you're trying to get another certification or degree or promotion, whatever it is, y'all, it's already here. That's how good God is. So give thanks for it. It's the grateful heart that makes us closer to the source from which all blessings come. Wallace D. Waddles said that. All right, so that's my 3 tips. Practice that attitude of gratitude every day. Wake up and write down 10 things you should be grateful for. In the morning, not at the end of the day, say, okay, I got a parking space, blah, blah, blah. Nah, in the morning. Because first of all, guess what? A new day is a gift from God because everybody didn't make it. Everybody didn't make it to 2021, but we did. So let's represent. I'd love to take any questions if you have it. I don't know how much time I have, but if y'all implement these, Shenetta's like, go, go, go. Shenetta, give me some feedback, honey. Come on, unmute.
All right, so I'm coming off mic. What's up, Queens? How are you? How are you? How are you? I've been trying to be quiet.
Thank you.
Beat, and I'm enjoying it. So I'm listening to my queen sister Montrella. Thank you for those nuggets.
Yes, yes.
So, Montrella, I just want to say you gave us some 3 tips. You said the gratitude. You said write it down. You wanted to know how many of us already had some things we're ready to work on for 2021. But you know me, I like to go deeper. And you already know that half of us ain't have no tools at the beginning because we wasn't trying to heal. We ain't know healing was an option, right? So what I want to ask is this. In order for us to even be able to start developing that list of gratitude, because it's easy for our minds to focus on the negative, because that's what's in our view every single day. So the bills are coming every single day, Montrella. My man keep cheating all the time, Montrella. I'm still bitter about the husband that left. How do I get to a place of finding gratitude in the pain?
That's a good
help
question.
Me go from my pity party to my purpose. Montrella, take him home, baby.
Okay, thank you, Shenetta. I love that question because that's real. You know, we just keep it real. Anything with Shenetta, you just keep it real. So, sister, I love you. I love you for just being you and your expression and being so bold and bodacious in who you are. So that, yes, we can all be on that healing journey if you haven't started. So, basically, as far as gratitude, because that is the hookup. That's the secret sauce that's going to get you closer to which the source from all blessings come, I promise you. So just look around your environment. I'm grateful for my phone today. How about that? I'm grateful for a pen and paper, some food in the fridge. Start there, but the other piece is reach out for help. I talked earlier about the 2 things that keep us stuck. One of them is doing the same thing over and over. So if you've been complaining and complaining and complaining and complaining, you know people tired of hearing it, first of all. And then the other one's getting on your nerve because they keep trying to tell you what to do, but you don't really want them to tell you what you do. You just want them to listen to you. So that's where the sisters like me come in. So Affinity Health Affairs, we provide therapy. We provide life coaching if you beyond therapy, but reach out for help. And there's all kinds of resources out here. And I'll be happy to share those later. There's free resources. Don't let that hold you back. Most of the stuff that keep us stuck, they're myths. You have to believe the hype. And the most powerful thing you can do is take back control of your mind because they really did a number on us. You know, we're supposed to behave a certain way. We're supposed to stay in our lane as a Black woman. Foolishness. How you think Jay-Z made it out? Brooklyn in the house. How do you think? And so many others didn't. You have to decide in your own mind. Okay. And then connecting, come into forums just like this one, because you're not alone. Remember at the beginning, I say you're not alone. That hope and help is here available. So reaching out for help is a good way. I put my IG in there, you know, message me PP2P. And let's get it rolling. But I'll offer you a free complimentary consultation. Yeah.
I love
Somebody
it.
said, love it. Yes. Darlene said, love it.
I love it. Montrella, so you have a book you also have a book that you published. Can you talk to ladies about what treasures and tricks and tips and tools they have in that book that they can use?
Oh, also? Yeah. So I have a book. It is called The Purse, and Essential Guide to Healthy Relationships, y'all. Why the purse? Because we never leave home without it. Now, I'm a very practical therapist and life coach, if you haven't picked that up yet. So I'm not the whole pie in the sky, oh, Montrella said positive thinking. No. You know, what I do, I give you real tools as if you have an umbrella for the rain. That's the kind of things I like to equip my clients with. And so that's the same thing with the book. I use contents of a woman's purse to bring home these different tools to help maintain and create a healthy relationship. I use my story. I talk about, you know, the deadbeat daddies. I got 2 of them, y'all. And all the trauma that I went through. So it's a very personal, it's a teaching memoir, but you'll walk away. And the next time you look in that compact mirror, that lesson that goes with that in the book, you will be able to walk away with. So it has been changing people's lives. Some men have been reading it too. And I'm all about healthy relationships. In fact, I'm starting an e-course that's being launched next month. that's starting next month, and it's specific to us. There's not enough things for us. It's not a one size fits all out here. Y'all know that. So this course is taking you all the way. We uprooting all why the love struggle that's plaguing our community. Where our men at, right? Or, you know, whatever, where are healthy relationships, 2-parent households and things like that. So the course is going to cover all of that. IG me if you want to learn more about that.
Amen to that.
Love it. Thank you so much, Montrella.
Thank you,
Shenetta. Come on and come up here. Montrella, don't leave me yet. Don't leave me yet. So I got to ask one more question because you know I'm all nosy. I want to go. You gave us these tools. So what's the one item that every woman typically carries in their purse when it comes to an unhealthy relationship?
The one, if I had to pick one, oh my goodness.
The one that seems to be the most in common. I mean, because I don't know what's in my purse. I might have a comb in my purse.
Yeah.
Purse, and I keep combing out, you know, trying to get out the kinks, and I just get rid of everything. Or, you know, what's in my purse that I'm holding on? That old condom that you still holding on to, that safety penis. What is it, Montrella? What we got now?
Yes. Ooh, you put me on a hot seat now, Shenetta. If I have to pick one, absolutely.
100 at Crown Check 1212. Let's go deeper because we got things in our purse we got to let go of because we can't carry that into 2021. We can't go into 2021 the same with the same tools and the same tactics and the same stories as if nothing is wrong. How do we heal from that purse?
The number one I would have to pick is the sewing kit. And a lot of us, we done got rid of that sewing kit, y'all. The sewing kit. And the sewing kit is representing spirituality. It's real, y'all. We are spiritual people. They've turned this thing, they've perverted everything we believe in. We're soulful folk. We got to stand in that and be prideful. But when it comes to a relationship, it's all about faith. You can't ask for a bottle of love. You can't order that. Right? But just like these babies, they don't come with instructions. That's the same with relationships. There are skills such as communications and what have you. So I would say the number one thing is that sewing kit, which represents spirituality, faith over fear any day. And when you have two people that are in accord, in harmony, just like a mastermind when it comes to business, y'all, this thing is real. It's fluid, right? It's the same principles that you would get rich with is what you would do to create a healthy relationship. And so that mastermind, two people on the same page going the same way, meaning he ain't trying to just do booty call while, you know what I mean? While you trying to get married within the next year or two. So you're in the same harmony and you have that spirituality. That's a big piece. Now, what you will find, what I found that my personal relationships, especially with my son's dad, is that they will pull you away from that. They will start to isolate you if it's not a healthy relationship. And it's go for men and women. I've seen it on both sides. I've seen different sexual orientations. If that partner of yours is pulling you from that spirituality, hello, time to do a crown check. 1, 2, 1, 2. That's all I got for you, Shenetta.
Now that was good. I love that. Crown Check 1212. So everybody, you heard Montrella tell you that we're giving out some prizes. Thank you so much for joining us for Crown Check 1212 2021 Pity Party to Purpose. So Montrella, drop that crown check one more time, because what's going to happen today, ladies, is Montrella's going to drop a crown check. Lonnie's going to drop a crown check, and I got a crown check for you. And what we want to do at the end is we need you to drop all 3 crown checks back to back, and they got to be
Nia.
Be right. Don't be cheating. Okay? I need you to drop them crown checks, and then at the end,
I'm getting a lot of love in the chat. I'm getting a lot of love. Thank you for Lisa.
Got this thing on lock. Keep the host. It's on you, Queen.
All right, you all. We love Queen Montrella for coming through with those keynotes. I hope that you all have written some things down. If you all are interested in her book, she'll drop the link for us here in the chat box. You will follow her on IG, Facebook, all of her social media platforms. Also look her up on the web and see what forums and symposiums she may have, whether it's virtual or whether it's in person. See if you can support the tickets and what have you. If there are any pop-up shops that you all are a part of, invite the Queen out to be a part of such event, okay, if you can. We definitely appreciate her sliding through. Oh my goodness, I took so many notes right here. One of the best ones was insanity is to keep doing the same things the exact same way and expecting the same different results. We definitely know that we've all fell into that pit there, especially as she mentioned in relationships. The consistency can sometimes be the curse. The one thing that I've learned personally is that learning that the best quench of thirst that we can receive is poured knowledge into our cups. We can never overflow of knowledge. You understand what I'm saying? It's always a never ending story, always a inward pour. So we definitely have to flourish into other queens, especially within a forum. So right now I encourage everyone to leave a word of affirmation to each queen that's inside of this chat. Even if you don't know them, just speak life into somebody. You never know what they're going through. Right now we want to introduce to some, present to other, Lonnie Grant. But before we do that, I see that we have some new queens that just entered into the forum. So I wanted to welcome you all to Check 1 2 1 2 Pity Party to Purpose, where we as women, we identify that we have or may have experienced mental health challenges. We look for avenues to bridge the gap and different tools to support our strength and guidance. We've also have several phenomenal speakers, stellar authors on our roster and platform today. We welcome you all for coming and be a part of us. We have DJ Q Boogie on the ones and twos. She's going to keep us actively rocking in these chairs left and right, and to some of us on the beach in the sand. But so I'm your girl Key, the host. We about to take this out where it needs to go. DJ Q Boogie, I need you to unmute, girl. We about to turn this party up. In the meantime, we about to introduce Lonnie Grant, but let's two-step to something real quick, Queen.
I just felt like this was appropriate right here.
Don't forget to pour y'all some wine.
I was just gonna say this.
Exactly. It's a situation from the living room.
This is that vibe you want to hear on the beach.
With all the water in the background.
Right?
Y'all ready?
How can I
Sing it, y'all.
somebody else?
Come on.
I can't love myself enough to know.
I hear an affirmation.
Time to let go. Sing. Yeah. Be happy. Okay. I don't know that's my be so sweet. Hey. I really want to be happy. I wanna be happy. Yeah. I ask for a sign from a sweet Lord above. I know the answer is in.
Give me the word.
But when you think you're in love, you see what you want to see, and all I see is me for you and you for me. Oh, I cannot hide the way I feel inside. I don't know why, but every day I want to fight one more try to these rules where you will fight. And
You about to find something serious over here, girl.
make everything alright.
I wish you could get up and do it. I wish you could get up.
I wanna be find the love that's mine.
Hey. I see you, Lonnie. You ain't playing how you play.
Yeah.
Lonnie over there looking like the old school yo-yo, just ready for grade.
I just wanna be so happy that the answer lies in me. I do believe that we can be happy. Said I wanna be happy. Yeah. Now
Let it breathe.
Life is too short to be trying to play some games. Now take some time
time and think about if it's really what I'm losing me. Why must it be this way? Why do you have to play with my mind all the time? Help me sing it.
Now that you feeling it, girl.
Help me sing it.
All I see is the vacation life with fruit platters over there. Sit down somewhere.
Ready, Keith?
Welcome back to Check 1212 Pity Party to Purpose. So you've already received the introductory. Ladies, I want for you to gather your notes, your pens, your pads, even tag somebody, send this link out to somebody who may need to hear this, invite somebody while we're on this quick briefing. Right now, somebody out there needs to hear this. I need you all to share this to your Facebook story, share it to your link, post it to your IG real quick. I need you all to share this information. We have phenomenal speakers. We have prizes. We have gifts. We have nuggets. You understand me? Queens keep nuggets. All right now, but without further ado, we have a phenomenal. And look, a lot of people already know about her, but guess what? I have the liberties of introducing her to you all, Queens. Miss Lonnie Grant. Look at that smile. Oh my goodness, she's ready. Let me tell you, Queens, about Miss Lonnie Grant. Miss Lonnie Grant is the proud mother of two beautiful children. She is sought out after a transformational speaker, CEO and founder of the Beauty After Broken movement. Beauty After Broken movement was birthed from Lonetta's personal testimony of survival and determination to rise to the top after experiencing severe trauma as a child. Beauty After Broken mission is to inspire women to breathe life into their dreams, unlock their gifts, and embrace self-love. Ladies, I introduce to some and present to others, Miss Lonnie Grant.
Come on, rock star.
Hey, y'all.
Let's go, Lonnie.
20 looking good in my hot car. You know don't be at my show, rapping with my chain. Trying to rap, I hold my pad, but they I do, cause you know don't be trying that.
But you know what I'm saying, girl.
You like Pamela, they fine and they hot, bro. When I'm
Yes, Lonnie.
Get it, Lonnie.
Yes. So you guys, oh my God, thank you for just being here. Y'all are so amazing. This energy is off the chain. Off the chain. If you can go in the chat, I want you to type, tell me, what was your best party? Tell me if it was the house party, was it all my DC folks, was it the go-go? I love Red S's. I used to turn up every Tuesday partying. Type your best party. Where was it at? Where was it at? I want to know, because I want to see how y'all was turning up. How y'all was turning up. Oh, in college. Oh, yes. Okay, I heard about them college parties up in the dorms, getting it in. Yes, that was the party, you guys. Let me go in this chat and see what they talking about. Yes, class reunion. Girl, don't I know. The Coliseum. Oh, she took it back. She took it back. Oh, yes. House parties. Yes. Oh, my 21st birthday party. Oh, my goodness. You see how you guys can remember? You can remember that favorite party. You can remember where you was at How many of us remember our favorite pity party? How many of us can sit and type that pity party that you had? That, why me? Why it had to be me? Why this had to be my mother? Why this had to be my father? Why did I come from this type of family? You remember that type of party? That was a serious party. That wasn't like the Go-Go. That wasn't like the Coliseum. That wasn't like all the places that you had fun at. This wasn't a fun party, but you laid in it. You laid in it. And you wanted somebody else to feel sorry for you. You wanted that attention. So a lot of us have these pity parties and don't even realize it's generational. Did you know a pity party is generational? Did you realize your mama would, how many of us look at our parents and be like, they get on my nerves. If they talk, they always want somebody to feel sorry for them. I mean, it ain't never their fault. I'm tired of them. It's generational. Somebody wants somebody to take the blame for something. It's a blame cycle. It's a blame generational curse that keeps going. But I'm here to tell you in 2021, you guys are going to stop the pity party. You're going to be the ones in your family that say it stops here. The blame cycle stops here. This cycle will not continue in my grandchildren, my children. It will stop here. So you have to recognize where the cycle is coming from in order to deal with it. How many of us had that issue where you start feeling sorry for yourself and you kept doing it because it gets you what? Attention. How many of us love attention? Good, bad, or indifferent. We love it. Some of us loved it for so many years. You know, why I had to be the one to lose everything? Why? It gets you attention. And you like the fact that you got attention. I remember being in that situation where I was homeless, I lost everything. Guess what? All eyes are on you because people are like, oh, you need, everything was all about you. So some of us stay in that. We stay in that and we never get to our purpose because we like, nah, I know I got some vision in me. I know I got some gifts in me, but they notice me over here. They paying me some attention over here. So you stay in the pity party, not knowing that it's unhealthy. It is very unhealthy. How many of you guys are still with me? Because I know connection, technical. I want to make sure you're still with me. Okay, awesome, awesome. Just following my notes here. I got a few notes. Okay, how many know that life does not happen to you? Have anybody heard that it doesn't happen to you, it happened what? For you. For you. So yes, you have gone through so much, but guess what? You still here. It's happening for you. How many realize that if it wasn't for that pain, you wouldn't even have a purpose? You wouldn't even know that you're strong. You wouldn't even know that you can keep going. You wouldn't even have found your gifts if that pain. So don't walk around and say, God, why are you doing? What are you doing for me? Because I understand you're setting me up. You're using that addiction that my mother went through for me, not to me. So you have to understand that life is happening to you and not, it's happening for you and not to you. Let me make sure I still have some people. Oh, my phone keeps, oh, somebody's phone was going. I got some people in the waiting room. I'm sorry, you guys. I was on the ball. All right, you guys. So I'm glad that you understand that. How many people understand life isn't fair? Life isn't fair. We all say it just ain't fair. This is not fair. Why did I have to have this type of sibling? Why did I have to have this type of mother? And you go through life feeling this way. Very true. Yes, 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 yes. How many people wish they can change their family? How many of you guys wish you could tap a button and say, can I just type a number one? If you just say click, why me? Why this family, God? Why? Just why? It's just not. I mean, could I get the white picket fence? Why my mama wasn't like you? Why she didn't tell me she loved me? We all got that. But guess what? It's nothing we can do about it. It's nothing we can do about it, but make the most of it. We can't pick and choose where we come from. We can't pick and choose, wish we could, but unfortunately, that is not the case. That is not the case. So we have to find our way and get through our lane. Stay in your focus and worried about what you're going to do. My next tip for you guys, you have to come out of brokenness into wholeness. Let me say that again. You have to come out of brokenness into wholeness in order to get out of the pity party. You got to recognize it. You got to recognize that you're broken so that you can be whole. Okay. So many of us are walking around, don't even know that we so jacked up, and we jacked up blaming everybody else. No, it's them. No, it's you. Stop what you doing. Recognize what it is that you're carrying around so that you can do what you need to do for you so that you can start building better relationships. Also, you guys, to take you from a pity party to a purpose, you have to have a plan. Type in the chat if you have a plan to get to your purpose, because it's cute to say, oh, I have purpose, but what is the goddamn plan? What are you going to do? Some of us, that's why we not executing, because we ain't got no plan. We ain't got no plan. We just walking around talking about, I'm in my purpose, but what you doing, sis? Sis, what you doing? What you doing? What's your plan? Oh, I ain't got, oh, you ain't got none. Sit down. Sit down. Get with a coach. Get with Montrella so you can get your life in order, okay? So we got to have a plan, you guys, got to have a plan. And what I always say with my plan is how it worked for me to get out of my pity party to my purpose, you guys. First of all, I had to acknowledge that something was wrong. That's step number one, acknowledging that you still have some baggage with you. Once you acknowledge, you need to now execute. So execution looks like reaching out to someone like Montrella, who has the expertise and the licenses to get you to where you need to be. Figure out what works for you. Is it going to be therapy? Is it going to be life coaching? Is it going to be a spiritual advisor? You need to do that. And then step number 3 is action. Putting the action behind the plan so that you can fully come out of your pity party. You can now get into your purpose. You plan for the purpose, and now it's time to take action. Because some of you guys got some gifts on here for 2021, but it won't never get executed. Why? Because you went out of order. Some of you guys probably ready to hire business coaches, but you ain't ready for that yet. You're like, oh, I want a career coach. No, sis, you got an attitude problem. You still dealing with you not having a relationship with your mama. You still got daddy issues. Guess what? If you don't fix those issues, it's going to show up in your business. You got a temper. You like to cut people off. You like to snap. You got all these triggers with you. Seek therapy first. Seek life coaching first. So that way that you can get you right so you can show up in your business right. That's what I mean by having a plan. Stop saying I have purpose with no plan. You need the plan. You need the execution plan. What is your plan? Type in the chat. What is your plan? What are you doing different? What are you going to do different? And I don't want to hear about, oh yeah, and I'm with this type of group. You with the group that always like to tell you yes to everything. Get the hell up out of that group. They ain't telling you nothing. Get around some people. Get not always saying yes to everything you doing, and you wonder why your tail's still where you at. You wonder why you ain't moving. You ain't moving because you got the wrong set of folks around you that love to see you in a pity party and not move. Get around some folks that's going to boss you up and say, you know what, sis, you need to check that. You got some, you still got some attachment issues. You still worrying about neglect. You still got some people pleasing going on up in you. And you wonder why you ain't made one sale in your business. This is why. This is why. You wonder why your kids don't like you. This is truth, you guys. Have a plan. Let me go in the chat. What they talking about in the chat? Who got some execution plans? Who got some time to remove those people? No more people pleasing. No, people pleasing. Remember, it's generational. You watch your grandmother do it. I watch my grandmother raised me. She tried to please the whole community. And then you turn around, end up doing it. And then you think every space that you be in, you got to make sure everybody is okay and you walking on eggshells. Enough of that. Enough of that. I'm not walking lightly. I'm not walking lightly. I'm walking in a room, but you're gonna know I'm in the room. Because what Shenetta always say, I belong in the room. So you're gonna know I exist. So if my confidence make you feel some type of way, go see Montrella. Period. Period. Who? In that order. In that order. Stop walking lightly. Stop walking lightly, okay? Let me see what they saying in this chat, in this order. Any questions for me, you guys? So that was the end of my spiel. It's pity party to purpose, now walking into your plan of execution. Those are the three.
Lonnie, you didn't kill that. You didn't body that. You didn't body that. So what I want to go, I love this. You didn't body that. Pity party the purpose. You didn't body that and gave them the plan. So they got to uproot for some people. So Lonnie, how the hell do they know they need to move the hell away from them people that they around? How do they get that courage to
take? You ain't moving. You ain't moving. It don't take much if you know that you're going into this year with the same type of people and you ain't moved all year. And I'm talking about in the pandemic. If you ain't moved all year in the pandemic and before the pandemic, you need to change your whole way of thinking. Cut some of those conversations short. You stand on the phone too long. Cut them off. And again, it's not about walking around saying you guys, so I don't want you to take this the wrong way and say, now when you get off of here, everybody, you cut off, you deserve a cut off. No, I'm not saying get like Pepco when your bill due. Your bill, due. We're not saying do Pepco now, okay? I'm just saying you have to sit still and say, what's in alignment with where sit still. Because let me tell you something, you guys. My business is I am a dance instructor. I'm an expert in what I do. I teach acrobatics and contortion to children. And I work with professional kids who are trying to hit the ground running in the dance industry. So guess what? During this pandemic, this was the most I ever had, this many kids, the most money I made. Why? Because I had to shut down some conversations. I had to see who was pulling from my energy where I couldn't even think. So when I shut that down and only got focused with my business coach, I wasn't having no outside conversation. Next thing you know, I said, wow, what just happened here? It was blooming because now I got to focus on my marketing plan. I got to focus on everything that I was procrastinating because everybody else had drained me. I was giving it all out. I was just like this wine glass, empty. Empty. Because I done made it empty because I didn't drink it all. But it was this. It was
That's
empty.
her knowledge. That's her
Okay.
knowledge.
I'm gonna come fill your.
It was empty.
First and
And that's
foremost, I'm
what
gonna come
some
fill
of you guys, y'all pouring from an empty cup.
You not gonna have near an empty cup. We don't
We
do
not
empty
doing
cups on the
empty
beach.
cups. So again, you
not doing
guys,
empty.
I like that Shenetta said that. You are not pouring from no more empty cups. No more empty cups. And it is okay, you guys, to let people know what space you in. If you have real friends, you guys, let them know right now. I may be a little distance because I'm trying to get things in order for myself. You know, I'm either fasting right now. It's okay to have that conversation. If they're real friends, they will understand. I've had a few of them. One of my good friends, she just went on a 2-week fast. She said, if I don't talk to you, that's because I'm limiting my conversations. And I'm okay. Because you need all your energy for when you're fasting. So again, it's not about just walking around saying you cut off. You have these healthy conversations with your peers or your friends that you consider your friends. And if they're your friends, girl, they're not going to be bothered. They're going to be like, girl, if you don't get quiet, go ahead, because you about to be a millionaire. So you don't need to be talking to me because we talk too much on the phone. Go handle what you need to do. And when you get them coins, we're going to be on the beach and we can talk all day. Right, Shenetta?
That's
Yeah.
a reach. That's a reach because we at home. I love y'all.
Yes, Key. So anybody else have
This
any
what it do.
amazing
Okay,
questions?
so I don't think I'm muted no more. But this what it do. Yes, so Lonnie, we're gonna do a full Q&A at the end of this, but I'm gonna take you. I want you to go deeper for him. So an individual that had a plan, Lonnie, the plan ain't work. It failed. Lonnie, I done tried. I done came up with 2-3 plans. I had a plan for my business. I had a plan for my family. I had a plan for my life. I was supposed to be at a certain level at a certain age, and my plans failed. What do I do?
You go back and evaluate the plans. So what I did was when certain things wasn't working, I looked to see what was the connections that all 3 of those things wasn't working. Okay, so the connection I know, Shenetta, I made with myself is I was always pouring into other people. Anybody can call me. Anybody that know me know that I'm full of resources. So they can always call me for, you got to hook up with this. Or you know, that was me. So I had to realize that every 3 places in my life, I was pouring. And Lonetta wasn't given 100% to me. So once you make the connections, you guys, whatever that may look like in your life, you guys, you have to evaluate that and say, okay, I have to delete this or take it on. You know, a lot of people they take on more than they can the more than they can bear. We love to say yes to people. That people pleasing spirit gets us all the time. Well, I don't want them to feel no type of way. Or, you know, I want to do it. And you know, you don't have the capacity. So that's why a lot of times our plans don't work because we put too much on a plate. I want you guys to start before you put anything on your plate, you guys. I want you to say to yourself, does this plate that I have, does it have the capacity to hold anything else? The same thing with your grandmother used to tell you. Don't let your eyes be too big for your stomach. You know, you see all that stuff and then you get to the table and can't eat it. And a lot of us do that to a lot of our peers. We know we just don't have it. So now the energy you need to execute your plan, now the energy, the headspace you need for your plan, you don't have it. Mm-hmm. You done people please it all out. So you got to now say, no. I tell people, nope, baby sugar, I thank you that you wanted to include me in that sugar, but that don't consist of God's alignment for this vision I have right now. Because some of you guys are planning out quarter 1, 2, 3, and 4. Some of you guys are still working on quarter 1 and 2. And some of you guys who don't understand what I mean by quarter 1, the year is broken up into 4 quarters. So some of you guys are on quarter 1 setting out your goals and your vision, things you want to execute. Ask yourself, out of everything that you plan for quarter 1, so if Lonnie came to Montrella and said, Montrella, I want you to partner with me in this conference. Montrella got to look at her quarter 1 and say, Lonnie, you saying you want to do this in February, but looking at my schedule, it don't hold the capacity. We can talk about that in quarter 3. That's what you gotta get in the habit of doing. Looking at your plate before you start saying yes to stuff. And be okay if you can't do it. I can't do it right now. Because guess what? You got budget for them. Remember, when people bring you stuff, it takes money too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's good. Lonnie, what's the 3 things? I need you to do 2 things for me. I need you to give them a crown check, and I need you to give them 3 things that should be included in this plan for development.
So my crown check for you guys is, I got it right here. God moved it. You did not lose it. God moved it. You did not lose it. Some of you guys think you lost some stuff. He just moved it. And 3 things that I want to leave you, like I told you, 1 was before. Recognize the patterns. I want you to evaluate the patterns that you keep seeing every time you fail at something. What's the pattern? Take this. I want you to meditate so you can understand what is the pattern, how you keep showing up. And it's most of the time the patterns are consistent in your life. Your business is consistent. And if you look at it, you're like, people always taking advantage of me. But people can't do what you don't allow. I mean, so that's a pattern. You got to look at that and say, why has that become my pattern? Where is that coming from? Who did I learn that behavior from to put up with mess? You learned it from somewhere. So now you have to break the pattern. So that's the biggest thing I'll leave you with, is breaking the pattern of, again, it ain't gonna take you long to know what that pattern is, because you do it so much. And you probably said so much. People always taking advantage. They always call me for money like I'm the ATM. Child, that's your language. You already know the pattern. I can't never call nobody to get advice because they always calling me. Guess what? Stop being available. Mm-hmm. Period. Start being available. That's your pattern. You too accessible. Mm-hmm. That's your pattern. You learned being accessible from your grandmother because she was cooking pork chops and chicken wings for the whole community. They knew to knock on her door to say, hey, you got some sugar? She was accessible. So you learned it. Stop being accessible. Catch the pattern. Okay? I love you guys. Let me finish my daiquiri.
Queen, come through and just lay it, period. Come through and just lay it, period. Bless you. I thank you. I thank you. So if you heard about Lonnie's book, but I want Lonnie to tell you about her book a little bit more. I want Lonnie to tell you a little bit about her youth that she's working with. And if you have youth that are interested and need a dedicated, committed woman as an instructor that's going to ensure Black excellence in everything that they do, from the beginning to the end. Lonnie, give them the details, please.
That's it. So my book is called Beauty After Broken, The Girl in the Mirror. Who is the girl? My younger self, little Lonnie, who was just molested, mental abuse, sexually abused. I've been through it all. That's the girl in the mirror. It can be found on Amazon, Beauty After Broken, The Girl in the Mirror. It was birthed off my childhood trauma. My mom was addicted to drugs. I was giving up. So there was a lot of trauma placed in me coming straight out of the womb. So I now had to find in my 30s that, girl, you jacked up. You come from a DNA that was jacked up. You got to get healed. So my book is all about trying to take you from beauty, from being brokenness into finding your beauty. My dance program is called the Dynasty Institute. It's all about showing these young people how to show up in excellence in the dance industry. I do not teach pop, lock, and drop it to nobody's child. So if you're trying to learn how to get your eagle on, I ain't that. I'm teaching the kids technique, ballet, jazz. A few of my students have went on to Debbie Allen, trained at the Alvin Ailey Dance Center in New York. So I'm all about Black excellence and getting them ready for the professional talent industry. So you can find me on Instagram at the Dynasty Institute or Lonnie Enterprises. So that's kind of who I am. So my program don't just teach dance, it's teach life. I tell all my parents that I don't teach dance, I teach life. Dance got 8 counts, I got 8 steps to life. That's how we're gonna break this down. So that's it.
Thank you so much, Queen Key. It's on you, Queen.
Yes, ladies. I've been over here taking notes. I don't know about you all, but I think I'm about to have a insert in their book because I took some phenomenal notes off of them. They're live, you all, from Jamaica. I'm so excited to have our second phenomenal speaker of the day, Miss Lonnie Grant. I want you all to throw her some love inside of the chat box. You all have any questions? Again, you all can go to the Dynasty Institute on IG or look up the Divine Count. Listen, let me tell you something. She spoke volume over me because a lot of us come from toxicity in our relationships at home, relationships with children, our parents, siblings, and things of that sort. Some of the things that definitely stood out to me was when she spoke about accountability and acknowledging that something's wrong. And once you acknowledge it, you have to execute a plan. A lot of us become so passive with abuse that we don't even know that we are being, abused. It was just one word of affirmation that I had spoke to myself one day about how to separate friendships from business, right? One thing that I had to learn, I compared my friendships and my business as a bracelet. And I said, you have to recognize, if you had a Tiffany's bracelet, ladies, you have to recognize what are links of strength and what are chains of bondage. So that's something that you will have to take in the future, just to make sure that you're not intertwining things that won't set well with where you're planning to go in life and in the future. Again, it's recognizing links of strength and chains of bondage. Some you want to keep, some you tune up, you find polish it. The ones that are a little tarnished, you got to learn how to break it, and you got to replace it with something that's going to continuously move you forward. There's another thing that I have learned also is dependability. You understand what I'm saying? And I also know that dependability comes with accountability. So you have to make sure that you are aware for the more that people are depending on you, the more you're accountable for them being depending on you. You're responsible for those actions, okay? One thing we have to remember that we as queens, we have to stop engaging dependence. We have to produce strength to the teachable. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody around us, they're not there to learn from us. They're there to leech and to take things off of us, which makes us weak. We can't produce properly into the businesses that we have on our own because we have to pour back into somebody who's stagnated. If we're queens and we're effective entrepreneurs, we're producing leaders. We're producing queens of strength, not those who are going to continue to weigh on us. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm sure that somebody out there sees that, specifically if you're at work and you're in the office. you're probably the one that's underpaid, but you have to continuously train somebody who's at a different level than you. They don't want to work with you. They don't want to work around you, but you have something that they need. You're never going to boss to the equivalency of the other person. You're only a useful task. There, I say you should make yourself a broker of resource. You understand what I'm saying? Brand yourself properly. Okay, Queen? Remember this, that removal does not mean disconnect. Sometimes redirection is required for individuality. Okay, Queens? So that's something that I wanted to pour into you all. We love Lonnie Grant. Thank you so much for coming through. She showed us how a wine glass can be half empty, but the cup, she never showed us how much was in there. Some things you got to learn how to keep separate. She showed us what was in the wine glass, but she never really showed us what was in the cup. Hence, keep some things seen, but a lot of things unseen. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know if you all peeped that, but this is something that I just wanted to kind of drop into you queens here. Right now, we have some fine tunes from your girl, DJ Q Boogie, coming up next. I'm so excited to see what she has in rotation for us right now. If you all are still tuned in, we're going to keep Lonnie Grant around and Queen Montrella around. If you all have any questions about any of the symposiums or seminars that they have, you want to get books, you want to book them for words of affirmation. If you want to do a family group Zoom, contact them. Let them know that you want to put something together because you want to actually neutralize toxicity inside of your household or balancing patterns, or if there's something that you all want just to have an inside voice on, drop a private message to them, let them know what you're interested in. But right now I'm your girl Key, the host. I see that we have more guests that have just arrived. Welcome ladies to the Check 1212 Pity Party to Purpose, where women are developing tools for bridging the gap and support and strength and guidance. And we're taking accountability for understanding that our mental health matters in our Black queens. We also have joining live, baby, no other than my girl, Shenetta Malkia, all the way from Jamaica. Y'all, if y'all can drop some hearts or some love in this box for her, we'll have some words coming up from her next. But right now, we're about to tune into the sounds of my girl, DJ Q Boogie. What we doing, girl?
Let's go. A little bit of house music.
Hey, Ollie us. And while we're playing Follow Me, I want everybody to drop their IG into this chat. We want to start supporting some queens here. If you have a business, a Black-owned business, drop your IG right here. We're going to follow queens today. I see you, Netta. I wish I could have followed you to the airport, sis.
Key, you ain't leaving me.
You understand me?
Key, we here. Key, we here. We here.
Follow me.
Follow me. On to the next one. We going.
I love you.
Follow me. Follow me. Follow me. Yeah. Follow me. I'm hoping to see the day when my people can all relate. We must stop fighting to achieve the peace that was taught in our country. We shall all be free. Follow me. Why don't you follow me to a place where we can be free? Come with me over there.
Somebody back to the paradox.
Let's learn to share.
West Side Club, the edge.
Can you feel now it's time for change. Time for us to care. Follow me. Why don't you follow me?
Don't look away. We having a good time today, Queen.
It's happened to me right in front of my face, and I just cannot hide it. Meeting Mr. Right, the man of my dreams, the one who shows me true love, or at least it seems. With brown cocoa skin and curly black hair, it's just the way he looks at me, that love and stare. Finally, you come along. The way I feel about you, it just can't be wrong. If you only knew the way I feel about you, I just can't describe it. Oh, no, no. Finally, it's happened to me right in front of my face. My feelings can't describe it. Finally, it has happened to me right in front of my face, and I just cannot hide it. Finally, it has happened to me right in front of my face. My feelings can't describe it. Finally, it has happened to me right in front of my face, and I just cannot hide it. It seems so many times he seemed to be the one, but all he ever wanted was to have a little fun. But now you come along and brighten up my world. In my heart I feel it, I'm that special kind of girl. Finally, you come along. The way I feel about you, it just can't be wrong. If you only knew,
Hey, DJ Boogie.
I just can't describe it.
You know what she did, right? I didn't know that your name was Kiana. I'm Kiana too. It's the Kiana party, baby.
Let me find out.
Go with the two on with the K. We got turban. The crown is set. We ready.
We ready.
Uh-huh. All right, Queens, don't lose that energy. We got one more phenomenal speaker in the building, Miss Shenetta Malkia herself. Oh, I see that she done adjusted her background, so she's no longer on the beat. She's on the lanai.
You see her showing off?
The lanai.
Oh.
Is Javier over there feeding you great? I'll be like you when my bag grow up, okay? Right now, sponsorship, okay?
Look at her. She done took the phone out and everything.
We're going to shout out Dose's mom real quick.
Shenetta, you ready?
You Queen. Look at her, CC Peniston. Yes, ma'am. While we're preparing for Miss Shenetta Malkia, I need for all of you all to drop in the chat your IG, Facebook handles so that we can follow you all and support your businesses and expand the Queendom here, okay?
Sing it, y'all.
Sing it, ladies. Wherever you are. Queen, I see you, sis. We got a few businesses in the building. I need to see what y'all got going on. Shout out to what you do, sis? It's a Trina Shaw.
It's a special group with fire inside.
people know what you got going on. Don't forget, y'all, we got the most phenomenal DJs on the ones and twos. DJ Queen Boogie. Also her information for you all for your next virtual party. He has everything.
I can set your needs like rain unto the seas. I can make a rhyme of confusion in your mind. And when it comes back to some little fashion love, I got it, I got it, I got it, got it, baby. I'm every woman. It's all in me. Anything you want done, baby, I do it naturally.
Ladies, all right, ladies. I see we had 3 more guests to enter the chat room. I'm so excited to have you all again as we have our finale up. You know, the lady with the most. You understand what I'm saying? She always has the smiles, always have the styles, the support, the poise, the professionalism. You know, the experience. You know, the love, the foundational growth. I had the pleasure of working with her personally on radio. Such a, you know, I wasn't sure if she was a 976 operator or if she just had a professional voiceover, professional technique that she had, but I'm still, you know, the cards are still up on that one, right? But look, we got a few new participants that came into the chat room. I want to welcome you again to the Check 1-2-1-2 Pity Party to Purpose, where my mental health matters for women. Also, we're bridging the gap and supporting the strength of the guidance. All right, ladies. So guess what? Anything that you're going through is no reason to be embarrassed. This is what we're having the toolage here for with the divine experts, devout experts as well. So listen up. I wanted to make sure I introduce you some, present to others. We have this queen here. I love me some Netta. She will teach you how to live, how to get your rent on time, how to not play with these evictions if your leasing properties are, you know what I'm saying? She help you get them up out of there. You don't have the money. Okay, sure. How many boxes do you need? Okay. Yes. Miss Shenetta, you all, how can I introduce this one? As she joins in, you all from Jamaica, she's an unstoppable warrior, a woman of God, a loving person. She's a mom of 2. We have Diamond and Dulce. Dulce is the new love puppy, you all. Shenetta is also the executive director and founding president of Empowerment Essence. She's the CEO of the PMs of the City. Just wait for the show to launch on Bravo or WeTV or something like that. Just stay tuned. But she is the CEO of the PMs of the City. She's a suicide attempt survivor. It's not too many people that can actually expose that type of crisis and survive it. Understand me? Also, speaking of crowns, this woman here managed to have the crown adjusted for her as she was presented as Miss Maryland. You understand what I'm saying? We see a lot of women in Maryland, but we've never seen a Miss Maryland, okay? Not this close up and personal. Right now, ladies, I want you all to give a warm applause through your chat and also in the video as I welcome right here, Miss Shenetta Malkia Queen. Welcome, baby.
I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. This is my jam right here. I asked DJ to play this song. Y'all know I love you.
Long live the king, you know it.
Hey.
Everything, you know it. King already, you know it.
Oh, got a king body. Body don't shine, bling bling body.
Hold it.
Ring body. Crown on your king, got a king body. Don't live the king, you a king, you know it. King already, you know it. Everything, you know it. King already, you know it. Shine already, it's time already. Shine already, it's time already. Shine already, it's time already. Shine already, shine already.
Try to stop it, me say no, no, no. Royalty say don't you, no, no, no. Try to stop it, me say go, 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 go. Bubble up and watch it go, 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 go. Be ruler, yeah. Everybody on the conquer, yeah. Every king be stronger, yeah. King the rule them longer, yeah. Remember who you are, oh. Real king always be no. Give up the brave, oh. I show your people.
I think we're just about ready. And 9 already. We're going to shine already. Shine already. What's up, queens? How are you? What's up, my ladies, my queens, my loves? I thank you. Like, I'm looking at y'all through the, through the Zoom, right? I'm checking y'all out. And y'all look hot. Y'all kind of cute. What's up, ladies? Y'all got this glow on you like you going into 2021 like no more. You know, whatever you've been going through, you said no more. I'm not staying the same. You said I'm going further. You said I'm dropping it all. So today I wanted to invite you. And so I thank you so much, Key. I thank every person that spoke today. Lonnie, my queen, bless you. Montrella, thank you. Key, DJ Queen Boogie, thank you. This would not have happened without these women. This would not have happened without the grace of God. So I thank Key for just giving you a brief introduction in regards to what I do and who I am. And she hit it because I'm not the things that I do. I am the woman that has evolved from the things that I've overcome. Yep. And I've only overcome it by grace. So the reason that we started Crown Check 1212 is because I realized that I needed to have my crown checked, y'all. I don't know about y'all. Y'all might not keep it 100. I'm gonna tell you, my crown was a little bit tilted. And it might have been on the ground at some point, and I might have accidentally kicked it over because I was like, crown? What crown? I wasn't born with a crown. I didn't feel like I was treated with a crown. They didn't tell me I was royalty. They told me everything that was wrong with me. So I've been having pity parties for myself since I was about 8 or 9 years old. How about that? 8 or 9 years old, I've been having pity parties for myself. 8 or 9 years old because my dad wasn't in my life. My father was always incarcerated, you know? And I heard this thing before that you're just like your daddy. All right, my father might have been a criminal. Okay, not might have been. My father was a criminal. My mother on the other side was a part of the justice. So I fall in the middle. And my grandmother's here, ladies. So everybody just drop a chat and say, hey, grandma, for me. And I want you to just talk about, and also in that drop, just say, hey, grandma, because she's going to catch that and she already waving. I love you, queen. But I want you to think about some of the things that you have been having to overcome since birth. Some of us have been having pity parties since birth. My pity party started with my hair. I ain't had no hair, y'all. So let me tell you a little bit about my story. And I tell the kids because now I can talk about it, y'all, but because I'm in my freedom and I'm beautiful. This bald-headed woman is beautiful. But I didn't know that then. So with them calling me bald-headed, with them telling me I was ugly, with them telling me that I wasn't going to do anything, with them telling me I was just like my father. So telling me I'm just like my father means I was going to be incarcerated and I was going to steal and I was going to abuse other individuals and hurt persons. But they didn't understand that my father had been abused, and so he was doing what had been done to other people. So I was just like my father in one sense, but I had to go through some channels and some changes of breaking the DNA that I did not even understand that I needed to let loose from. So when Lonnie spoke today about you're not cutting people off from the positivity, that's the other part. We're not cutting them off from the positivity. It's just the negative and beliefs and examples that were not conducive in working for our purpose in our life today. How many of us have had pity parties since we were children? What is it that you didn't have growing up that you had a pity party about? I ain't had no juice in my house. I was told to drink water. Swallow your spit if you was thirsty. Can I get a drop that in the chat, please? If you was told to swallow your spit if you was thirsty, drop that in the chat for me. If you did not have the option to drink juice or sodas and waters when you wanted to, drop that in the chat for me. I keep juice in my house now. Like I keep crazy juice, and my tea is my favorite. So my house is filled with tea because I don't like being without juice. I don't like somebody telling me what I can't have. I don't like somebody dictating to me what I can look like, you know? And so I really developed this sense of unworthiness, this sense of ugliness. And I was broken and didn't even know I was broken. So from my looks, from my hair, to the fact that my father was incarcerated, to the fact that my mother was doing the best she could, working 2 and 3 jobs and going to college, but could not give me the emotional support that she needed because the emotional support that she needed wasn't given to her. And to realize that my grandmother and my great-grandmother all had to work hard to focus on taking care of the family. So when we look at things, and some of our pity parties have come from generational curses that nobody has touched in your line and you didn't even know was a problem. If you have told your child money don't grow on trees, drop that in the chat for me. If you've heard that money don't grow on trees, drop that in the chat for me. If you heard, if you want those sneakers, you got to work for them and buy them yourself, drop that in the chat for me. If anybody in your family has been sexually abused, drop that in the chat for me. If anybody in your family has been sexually molested by a family member, just say me too. We gonna go with me too today. This say crown check. So if anything that I just spoke about related to you or anybody in your family, just drop crown check in the chat for me. See, I was raped at 16. My mother didn't find out about it until pornographic pictures developed in my school. I wanted to model from a child, but everybody around me told me I was ugly and I was never going to model. The name that they called me was Bald Nucci. That was the name that they gave me. When some of my bullies today see me, they don't even recognize that they were my bullies. But I have been going through my pity party and comparing myself to other women and other situations and life scenarios because of what I've gone through. If you've compared your life to somebody else because of what you've been through or what they told you wasn't going to do, drop crown check in the chat for me. Crown check 1212. I was built the way I was built because God had a plan for my life. Crown check 1212. I was built the way I was built because God had a plan for my life. And the pity party that I had, I want to tell you that it was so fucking uncomfortable. Okay? It was fucking uncomfortable. It was uncomfortable being raped. It was uncomfortable being bullied. It was uncomfortable not knowing who I was and not understanding that I had worth or value. It was horrifying. It was scary. Do you know I did not come outside without makeup on? I went to sleep with my partner with makeup on. And when they woke up in the morning, I had makeup on because I felt that ugly. I was that broken. I went to therapy as a child, but not because somebody realized there was something wrong with me. But I went to therapy as a child because they were trying to figure out why I was so aggressive and so angry. But they didn't tap into some of the problems that was going on in my life to get to the root cause of my pity party that I was having as a child. Okay? I missed my dad. You know, all the images of my father were negative that were put before me. You know, I used to go to the jail programs at Christmas time. We just coming through the holidays. So I thought I'd talk about this in case you have a child that you put into the programs and the jail gives them a gift because their absentee parent is not there, whether it be male or female. Listen, that's rough for us, going around strangers and accepting what we get and having that spirit of gratitude that Montrella talked about. Because see, for us as a child, we were looking at the fact that I'm here with strangers that I don't know. They gave me this gift. They sent me home. I never heard from them for the rest of the year. And it's not even my dad. I want the love. I want the affection. I want the hug. I want somebody to tell me that I matter. I want somebody to tell me that they understand my pain. I wanted somebody to take their mask off and tell me they went through what I went through, and maybe I would have healed a little bit faster. I ain't know nothing about no damn mental health. Mental health? Shut your mouth and get in that room and do as I say and not as I do. Anybody heard that? Crown check 1212. You know, you can't even take your mask off and say, I need help, because you don't even know that you need help. And that's the difference. So why are we here today? Because I am so over my queens being broken and not knowing we broken. I'm so over us having to wear the mask and the facade to say that we are so perfectly put together. I'm chilling in Jamaica today, y'all. Like, I spent New Year's Eve here in Jamaica. I lost my job last year. I had to sue my former company, and I still have an open lawsuit now. But I started my business, the PMs of the City, last year in the midst of brokenness. I was getting my ass whipping in a domestic violence situation just in 2017, and I had my girlfriends laughing at me and left me out in the cold and cut me off. Crown check 1212 if you needed somebody to be there for you and they cut you off. Crown check 1212 if you felt that somebody was supposed to have it together and you know damn well you ain't have it together and somebody had to keep coming to rescue you. Where you at? Crown check 1212. See, individuals know me from exotic dances. My name was Isis, and I love exotic dances. And if I told you my truth today, some of you all would leave and say, you know what, she is not worthy. But when you counted me out, God counted me in. So I want to tell somebody today that I don't care what background you came from. I don't care if you were selling your body, dancing. I don't care what you were doing. You was in the street, you was in the drugs. I don't care if you were a bad mom. I don't care if you gave your child away. I don't care if you had the abortion. You still matter. You still have purpose. I need you to step out of the pain and come into your full purpose. So now I'm going to talk to you a little bit about where you are. I want to know where you are. So tell me where you are in your purpose, or tell me where you are in your pain. And you can drop it in the chat for me. If you are in your purpose, are you desiring to find it and you have not found it? Have you discovered it and you're looking to evolve it? Are you working within it and still trying to redevelop plans and understanding where you need some additional help in? Or are you questioning your purpose because you're working in it and nobody isn't even acknowledging you? Where are you at in your purpose? Let me see. Where you at in your purpose? Where you at in your purpose? Tell me where you are. I want to help. I want to understand. In my person. I love it. I love it. You're in your purpose and you're working. How was it for you finding your purpose? Has anybody not found their purpose and you're still working through? Working on finding the purpose and working through it. Working on my purpose. Yes, I love this. In my purpose, operating. I love this. There's a purpose for each and every one of us. And so did you understand that I didn't even know I had no purpose? I ain't know nothing about talking about what I had been through from the rape, from the family member's friend that I shared my modeling career with. And as a child, had me doing pornographic pictures in Bethesda, Maryland on Walter Reed's little Navy medical center up there. I used to go past that place in fear. I can now go past it and say, it happened, but I'm not still there. I'm not still there. He abused me, but I'm not still in that space. I have developed my purpose. God revealed it to me because it wasn't mine. It was developed. It was given to me. So your purpose is not yours to develop. It is given to you because of the things that you've gone through, and you find it through grace. I didn't know that my exotic dancing, my homosexuality, my suicide attempt, my rape was going to help somebody live and not die in pain. How many people are ashamed to talk about the suicidal thoughts that you have? I attempted suicide twice, and I'm sitting right here and telling you I live by grace only. And I'm still healing today. I'm still developing today. Why did I say it was time for Crown Check 1212? Because it's time for us to have a conversation about the things that we need to be checked about, because sometimes our crown needs to be adjusted and we just don't want the help because we don't know that the help is safe. Yeah. So now I want to talk a little bit about where you are in your pain. So we talked about where you are in your purpose. I want to know about where you are in your pain. Are you ready to heal? Are you going to stay right there? Let me just ask that right now. Let me not disturb anybody because I want to let you know this also. Crown Check 1212. Leave people the hell alone if they do not want to be bothered. You're stressing yourself out over making somebody change, over making somebody heal, that has decided that they want to sit in this for a little bit longer because it's something they got to get in. When you're depressed and you're sitting in your mess, you're getting something. Sometimes you're just sitting there and you're replaying these traumatic memories over and over. And I did it. Like I laid on my floor over and over. God, why? Why he gonna keep cheating on me? Why he gonna keep doing this and keep going about his business? Why they keep talking about me? Why they don't support me? Why I keep losing friends? Why? Why I gotta keep begging for acceptance? Why I gotta go beyond the call to make somebody just say, I like you? He said, oh, because you didn't know who you were in me. You didn't know that I loved you. And unfortunately, I went to church, but they kept talking to me about homosexuality and not about what I needed. They kept talking to me about the fact that I was a sinner, but they didn't tell me that I was the righteousness of God. They didn't tell me that. You know, and then I thought about some of the things. They had judgment on myself, but it's stuff that's going on in your household. How dare you? Why would you? You know, a lot of people are not coming to the church because they don't see a genuine example. I'm going to tell you, the church is a hospital for broken people. It's a hospital. Come get healed as you are. No judgment zone. Half of the people in the church are more broken than individuals on the streets. And the people that don't come on into the church is because they feel like they got more acceptance in the street and there's less judgment. So why am I coming in with you? Be the example. Be the purpose. Help save a life. So where are you in your pain? So I want to know, are you in denial or shock? Or are you unaware of it? If you are in any of those stages of your pain, drop it in the chat for me. Denial, shock, or unaware. I was in denial for a while that there was nothing wrong with me. This is who I am. This is how I'm built. Deal with it or leave me alone. Wrong answer, because I needed to heal. Shock, I was in shock when I was getting my ass beat, so I couldn't talk to my family members, and I didn't know what they was going to say about it, so I had to deal with that. And then unaware, I didn't understand that I needed to be healed. So are you trying to understand it, get to the root of your pain, because you can do that too? Are you in depression? Are you still having your pity party today? Because we at the beach. I'm going to take you to the water in 1 minute. We're going to leave everything that you can. I need you to write down everything you having a pity party about right now. Just write it down for me. Just jot down some notes. You know what it is. Ain't nobody going to know about it but you. Write it down for me. Are you having anxiety about it? Are you ready to heal? Because this is what we getting ready to do. I'm getting ready to take you with me to the water, and we're going to heal. We're going to breathe. We're going to desire our purpose. We're going to believe that we are worthy of our purpose, and we're going to move into our purpose. Crown check 1212. You went through what you went through to build somebody else up, and you're not stuck. I am Shenetta Malkia. We live by grace. One life saved is one life given. I do need you to follow each and every woman that has been on this panel today. I do want you to know that your mental health matters. I do want you to live and not die in pain. And I do want you to reach out if you need help, because it's okay. Now, take the last couple of minutes while you're writing those things down that was bothering you. DJ, I'm going to bring you back. Key, the host, I want you to come back. Make yourselves, spotlight yourselves. Let's spotlight every single person that has been a speaker today. And everybody that has an issue, we're going to the water. Y'all ready? Y'all got your stuff? We going to the water.
Ready.
Get y'all stuff. We going to the water. Key, highlight yourself. Highlight Lonnie. Highlight Montrella. Everybody highlight it. Highlight everybody. Just bring everybody on camera. Let's bring everybody on camera. Everybody put a video on, unspotlight us, and let's just have everybody on camera. I'm going to go to the water. Y'all get y'all questions together. Yes. We going in. And I don't know if we just unmute, take the spotlights off everybody so we can see it, but I want everybody to go to the water. I want you to write it down. Now, if we lose reception, we coming back, okay? But we going to the water. Y'all got y'all stuff?
We ready.
Talk to me.
We ready.
We going to the water. We ready? We going to the water. We ready? Y'all ready? Y'all got y'all stuff? Come on.
Got it.
What we leaving in this water? What we leaving? What we leaving? Drop it in the water. Drop it in the.
We leaving pain.
Drop it. These waves, these are your problems. They're leaving. They're not staying with us.
We're leaving burdens.
They've been coming in. They going back.
Generational curses, my God.
Let's go. Take it out to the water. Let's go. What else we dropping? What we dropping?
Fear.
Fear, yeah.
Let's go. No more fear. Let's go. What else we dropping? We leaving it right here. We can't pick it back up.
Shame.
Where we going?
Self-destruction.
Yes.
Yes.
Physical
ladies.
illnesses.
Let's go. What we dropping, ladies?
Yes.
Hurt.
To me.
We dropping hurt.
Amen. What we dropping, ladies?
Shame.
Right here.
Ancestral molestation.
Yes, God.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. What we leaving right here?
Disrespect in any form.
Yes,
Hallelujah.
God. Hello.
Hallelujah.
Anger issues.
Hallelujah. What
The
else we
lack
leaving?
of accountability.
Yes.
Let's go. What else we leaving?
Blaming and
Blame.
shaming.
Shame,
Come on. What
fear.
else we leaving? Amen.
Backbiting and gossiping.
Yes,
Let's go.
God.
What else we leaving?
Absolutely.
Projecting
Procrastination.
insecurity.
Yes. Let's go.
Mm.
What else we leaving? We leaving it right here. Not taking it with us. Right here. In the name of Jesus, I declare that everything, dear Heavenly Father, that we have left the sea today is cast out to the sea. Remember our shame. You don't remember anything, dear Heavenly Father, from the in you. We thank you for healing us. We thank you for delivering us. We thank you for taking us to solid ground. So ladies, look at this. So in that water, it felt like I was getting low, right? I was getting low. I couldn't handle it. I was taking out all that stuff that was coming out. We had to leave it out there. But I had to come up here to solid ground. Is that all right? Let me take you out of solid ground. Let me show you what solid ground look like. Solid ground. Let me show you what solid ground look like. Come on. I can stand right here, ladies. I'm stomping. They ain't falling. We done been through
Looking
some
like
things, but we
holy
ain't.
ground to me, sis.
Yes.
Looking like
Come on.
holy ground.
Yes. We stomping it out. We not staying the same. Pity party to purpose. 2021. You are moving into your purpose. Do you hear me? You're gonna find it. You're gonna heal. You delivered because you deserve it and you matter. And yes, dear heart, you belong in the room. Do you hear me? I am Shenetta Malkia, your empowered life queen. I thank you all for joining us. You matter, life matters, and we're gonna do it again. I love you all. Key is on you, queen.
Yes, yes, yes. Did we enjoy that word, ladies?
Yeah.
You all can unmute yourselves. I have everybody on the form. We can see all these beautiful faces that we weren't able to enjoy throughout the door and throughout the, the journey of these three stellar speakers here. Don't forget, Shenetta, I need you to let us know about your book.
Okay, so ladies, I need you to do me a favor. If you order the VIP, you get a copy of the Unstoppable Warrior Woman book. I'm so excited. This is the first book I'm a co-author in with 40 unstoppable women, led by our coach, Bashan Shaw. Thank you so much. It's about overcoming so many trials and tribulations, but we're still living. We're unstoppable, and there's an unstoppable warrior in you. And I want you to understand that you matter to life. I want you to conquer. I want you to reach out. And I want you to know that nothing that you have been through has counted you out. Your purpose matters. You go forward. We're going forward. We left it at the ocean. We ain't taking it back. Leave it there. Okay?
I know you all remember. Listen, remember that day I got baptized and they said, take it to the water. And everything that you left in the water, you came up, a new spirit, new energy, new vibrancy. These are the same replications that we want to have with everything that we've casted out. I've read several of the comments in the chat, some of the things I tossed out there based off of what I saw you all written down. One thing that we need to make sure that we take into keynotes, Shenetta spoke on knowing when we need our crown check. And sometimes having your crown check requires you to be humble, because nobody wants to be told that they're wrong. Nobody wants to be told that they're doing wrong. Lonnie spoke about also being too empathetic and you not want to hurt anybody's feelings. Sometimes you have to remove the feelings in order to receive the message.
Yes, God. Oh.
You understand what I'm saying? You have to sit yourself aside, step out of flesh to receive the message. Every message may not be for you, but you may be the messenger to the person that needs to receive it. So carry it well without carrying it personally. Okay. Another thing that she says, everything you have a pity party about, take it to the water. Sometimes you might have to go to your sink in the bathroom. Pray. It's okay to cry. It's okay to cry. Get ugly with flesh, so that you can beautify yourself in the examples of the Lord and what he has for you in the future. Wash your face off with some cold water. Just cold water. You ever did that before and you felt hydrated, rejuvenated? It felt like a fresh face, like a fresh wind came over you. Sometimes you just got to take some of these things to the water and start over. We often say how we wash our hands of things. Wash your aura of it as well, right? Okay, she also spoke about where are you in your pain? Are you in denial, shock, or are you unaware? Start charting some things down. Build an org chart. An org chart, it stems from the top, which is you, and you connect the things under each category that is associated with you. When you connect the categories, put them into importance. 1, 2, 3. There may be some things that stem out of everything, and it's okay. Stop removing things, shade things, redirect the approach. Start grouping people with other people. Push people on other people. If I find commonality in certain things that don't make sense for the movement of me, let me start to introduce you into your own audience. Okay? This is what we need to do. All right. So we had 3 great, phenomenal speakers here. I know that we had crown checks. I hope that you all were prepared to regurgitate what you all have learned. If you have any questions and answers, you can drop them in the chat box, or you can just raise your hand and feel free to have the guest speakers to acknowledge you all. We also have some prizes here at the end, towards the end. We've actually coming towards the end of this symposium or webinar. So she spoke about having crown checks. I hope that you all gathered the crown checks. If you have all 3 crown checks, the person who responds to them when asked, you all receive the gift. And I'm sure that we all receive the best gift of all, which is the knowledge and tools to move forward to day 1 of the first week of the new year. Is that correct? Having such an amazing time. I think we honestly need to do this annually, right? The first Sunday of the new year, I think we need to have a check 1, 2, 1, 2. What y'all think about that?
I think so too.
I think it sounds good. Does anyone have any words of affirmation for our guest speakers? We have 3 phenomenal ladies. We have Miss Montrella Cowan. We have Lonnie Grant, as well as Shenetta Malkia. We can do one at a time. You all can have maybe 60 seconds just to give something brief for all 3 ladies, and we can move forward towards the rest of the program. Don't everybody go at one time. We know we got some things going on in that house. I know you got to kind of manifesting on some things. If you want to keep it private and in the safety arc, it's okay. But if you want to speak on it, hey, Christina, welcome, girl.
Hi. I'm excited.
Christina.
Hi, Tina. Hi, baby.
It froze up, Tina. Tina was supposed to be the bartender for today. She had some challenges getting in, but we welcome her anyway.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. What I was saying is I try to make sure that I'm really accountable to the things that I oblige myself to. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. I was supposed to be the bartender today. I was supposed to be mixing the drink with you ladies, but there was a little bit of miscommunication, but I'm still excited that I was able to listen in and get some information from the speakers and just to get the energy to start the new year and even to leave some things in the water, figuratively, spiritually, and emotionally for myself. Even as it pertains to, just me as a female, a mother, and a divorcee, because those are a lot of things that I carry and just giving God the praise, honor, and the glory for as badges, not as weights. I don't carry it as a weight. I carry it as a badge. I'm not ashamed. I'm not tired. I'm not afraid. I'm not even, in a position where it bothers me. I love to talk about where I come from and what I represent, because like what the young lady said, you're not the only person that's been through that. You're the only person that's bold enough to talk about it. And like I said, I wear my yesteryear as a badge, my yester pain as a badge. I'm excited about it. I glorify God for it. And even as it pertains to like friendships, I am grateful that I can sharpen the people beside me by just being in my truth. So I appreciate this crown check. I'm so grateful that I was able to participate by listening today. I'm excited about moving forward, maybe with you guys doing a different event where I could bartend and show y'all. I'm literally at my bar because that's where I like work. So I got plenty of things. My workstation is literally at my bar, at my in my home. So I'm excited. I'm excited about helping, but I'm really even more grateful that I able to partake in listening and filling in some spaces within myself. Never am I one of those people who can't learn something from somebody else. Never am I a person who thinks anything is in vain. Everything is done for the glory of God. So I appreciate the invitation from Key and Miss Shenetta. I'm so grateful that I was able to participate with you guys today. And that's all I wanted to say to everybody.
Yes, beautiful. We thank you for those kind words. It's funny how you never know how a person can pour into your life. It was I met Christina at a nail salon one day. It was was it 20 years ago, 17 years ago? Something like that.
Something like that.
Something like that. And it was just funny because, you know, my first opportunity to intertwine with Christina was to do her hair. And anytime I look at that, anytime you have the opportunity to do another woman's hair, you're fixing her crown. You understand what I'm saying? And she trusted me. We've always been back and forth with each other, you know, and we've always sown and poured into each other's crown. Mine started naturally. She poured into me spiritually. We've developed our relationship in Christ and kept on going. And to this day, we are still friends. Now, we have a lot of friends, so we don't get to see each other and speak as often as I'm sure a lot of us would like to, but we never miss a beat once we get back together. And, you know, that's a healthy relationship right there. You know, all of us are brand ambassadors and business women, but, you know, it's always something great to have friends like that. Is there anyone else in the group chat that would like to speak any kind words towards our speakers today before we channel out?
Can I say something?
Please do. Please do.
How you doing? I wanted to say something to Miss Shenetta. Me and her has been friends since I was 13. We used to skate together. So I've been following her and I've been seeing, I'm really, really proud of her. But of course, everybody, hey Shenetta. So I'm sure everybody has a story. I'm so upset because my phone was going out. I missed half of what Miss Grant was saying. I hope I can somehow I can send it to the emails of what was said. Because I missed it because it was breaking up. I'm like, oh, hold up, wait, I heard fast and then it stopped and I said fast and I'm like, what's going on? But no, I'm really, really proud of Shenetta and Miss Grant. I'm following her because of Shenetta. I left a lot at the water, but it's been rough. It's been hard. And when I tell you, Shenetta knows I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad I'm able to talk about it because at first I couldn't talk about it. But I definitely I'm thinking about getting a therapist. I never thought that I needed one because I was always, oh, it's all right. You know, your parents would say, you fine, just go sit down, go outside. So it's like now the things I've been going through where I have overcome, I've never talked about it. It was just more of, I'll just hold it in and it's fine. And I just block it out of my life. So now I think that I'm getting old. I'm like, maybe I do need to speak to somebody about what's going on before I, you know, explode. And I don't want to explode on the wrong person to take something, but I'm going through out on somebody that don't even know what's going on with it.
Wonderful, wonderful. And thank you for those kind words. We have a few more moments before we can exit out.
Anyone else? Something?
Please.
I'm Shennetta's grandmother. I would like to say something.
Yes, ma'am, Ms. Rosemary, please speak.
I would like to thank God that He gave me the opportunity to hear these three young ladies talk. That they were very excellent, and I pray that God will continue to give them the grace and the blessings to continue their work with everyone. They really brought a lot of memories back for me, and I am really thankful that I was here today, especially to hear them and my granddaughter, and the joyful music of Miss DJ Q Boogie, first time in the Christmas season, and I have felt like dancing. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And have everybody a blessed and healthy New Year.
Happy New Year, Queen.
Queen
Mother.
2021. That was it.
Grandma, I love you.
What an honor. Thank you. Thank you for joining and being open. And it's just, you don't even know how much that means to us. at the generational level and everything. Bless you. And thank you for Shenetta, because without you, there would be no Shenetta. So bless you, sister. Bless you.
Definitely. So Queens, right now I'm going to toss this into the hands of Miss Shenetta Malkia, but I'd like to thank you all for having me as your guest host. I am Key, the host. You all can follow me on Instagram or Facebook under the same names. There will be several events that I would love to have you all join a part of. I'm known for having, I'm hosting the pop-up shops. So if you all have book lectures, or if you have items or consignments or any type of crafty items that you've developed during the quarantine and you want to just kind of get your merchandise off your hands, reach out to me and I'll connect you with the pop-up shop host. So that way we can get you registered and get your location together. We have been, man, oh my goodness, we have been introduced to different nuggets and transition with different tools. We've been entertained by DJ Q Boogie. Oh my goodness, I found out that she and I are the Kianas of the day. This is a beautiful vibe here. And no, we didn't have to wear a uniform, but it just so happened to happen this way. Without further ado, you all, I thank you all for having me here today. I can't wait to enjoy the remainder of the tunes here, but I need to toss it over to Shenetta so that she can let you all know how to qualify for your free gift. How to qualify for your free gift. How to qualify for your free gift. Don't forget to drop your IGs so that we can follow you all and support events that you have coming up. But without further ado, I present to some, introduce to other, Miss Shenetta Malkia.
Thank you so much, Queen, for your, just your love, just your spirit. Thank you so much for today. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. My grandmother got me over here in tears a little bit. Queen, you got bananas over here? All right, can I do a, we're gonna do a frozen drink. I need a drink. My grandma, yeah, that'll work. Okay, so grandma got me in tears, y'all. So I'm gonna have me another drink because I need to buy a bottle of champagne, but that's at the room. But I just want to say this. Crown check 1212, you belong in the room. And regardless of any situation that you've gone through, I want you to truly, truly, truly understand that you belong in the room in the midst of your pain. If you're continuing to stay in your pain, then you won't find your purpose. And if you're playing with your purpose and because you're still tied up in your pain, you're delaying things, baby, so we can let it go. But what I really, really want you to do today for me, we left some things at the ocean. I want you to, they can't come back. I don't know how deep that ocean is, but you can't go back in there. And it's over here in the grill. You over there in the States. You ain't even coming over here. But I want to say you this. If you find yourself picking up some of those items that you left at the sea because you was trying to be the fisherman and hold some things on, we right here. Montrella's here. Reach out to him. Book with Montrella. Let Lonnie coach you. Book with myself. Follow Empowerment Essence. Discover the tools. If you need some music, and I know DJ Boogie got a CD that you can play to, because we always had them tracks. I know I had the tapes, the breakup tapes. You got it in your little playlist right now. Breakup music. It's over. Party mode. I'm the, you know what's in your playlist. I ain't gonna tell you what's in your playlist. You got your Rasher playlist. You got your Cardi B. You know what you got in there. But whatever you got in there, I just want you to make sure that you are being authentic and genuine to yourself. You're not staying stuck. You're moving forward, and you're able to ask for the help that you need. Okay? So now let's talk about some prizes. Y'all want some prizes? I'm over here in Jamaica. Lonnie over here in Jamaica. Lonnie, where you at? Where you at, boo?
Negril, Jamaica.
Oh man, no, where is mine?
It's the water for me.
So, ladies, we got some gifts. We dropped 3 crown checks. Each one of us gave a crown check. Can you drop that crown check in this box? Because we got care packages we sending out to you. I'm looking. I'm gonna wait for some of these answers. So Lonnie dropped the crown check, Montrella dropped the crown check, and I dropped the crown check. So we're gonna give y'all about 2 minutes while the DJ plays some music. And DJ, we're gonna see if they can figure out what these crown checks were so we can give out some prizes and let everybody go home and enjoy their day. Yes, crown check 1212, you belong in the room. Okay, Natalia said 3 affirmations. What were they, Natalia? What were those 3 affirmations? Y'all gotta tell me, help me out.
Am I disqualified?
Yes, ma'am. Live to live happy. I see that one.
I like your gifts, you know.
Listen, you know, I've been giving out some cute gifts. You know, we have fun with this.
Okay.
Connect on purpose. Okay, okay. Acknowledge, execute, and activate your plan. That was one of them. Okay, so I see Christine Hamilton got one of them. Okay, somebody got Montrella's too. I was built the way I was because of God. Okay, go ahead, Darlene. I see you got my crown check. So what you got to do, y'all got to put all 3 crown checks together in one little message and drop it. I see a few of them here. Lonnie, what you looking at? You see, Montrella, what you see?
I see somebody missed Lonnie's crown check.
I see, because we got half of them right here.
I have it right here. Somebody missed Lonnie's. I remember hers because I wrote it down.
Somebody missed Lonnie, so all they got to do is take Montrella's, take mine, because they already there, and add Lonnie's and drop all 3 in the box. You want? What you want?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
I'm playing this for Grandma. That's for her.
Hey, Grandma, here we go.
Grandma Rosemary.
I knew some. I knew that. I don't know how to use it. I also want to say. I also want to say that the host was very good. You were excellent.
Say that again. Say that again, Grandma. Say that again.
I don't know how to use the chat box.
Oh, Christine
Shenetta was
mine.
supposed to show me.
Well, Grandma, you can speak yours out if you don't know how to use a text. Just speak them out.
I had gratitude, give thanks, identify a dream. I was built this way because God made me, and have a plan.
Okay, so we're missing Lonnie's.
Oh, she's getting the prize. Grandma's getting the prize. We make sure that happens.
Oh, I see Lonnie's right there. Somebody dropped Lonnie's. It's right there.
Yes, ma'am.
Please say that.
Lonnie, help him out. Help him out, Lonnie.
I don't see
Christina got
Get your information
Christine got mine.
Have a plan.
Christine got it. It has something to do with God.
Ronika said.
Because I know it, but y'all didn't put a chat.
So it's already there. So listen, ladies, all 3 crown tracks are in the chat right now. You have to just take all 3. Grandma, you missed one, and I'm not cheating. You're not winning because you're my grandmother.
Oh, I
you
see
know
it.
I can do 100. So you missed one, you get the other one, and let's go.
I'm going to Grandma's house and she's getting guaranteed gifts. And I'm taking.
Y'all want to help Grandma send her a message, but in the interim.
Let me tell you something. I just keep Grandma's name as Rosemary. I've used rosemary on everything. Everything tastes better with a little rosemary in the season, okay?
Hey.
Yeah,
let me break this down so we can get y'all out of here. We've gone a little bit over. So here are those crown checks, and this is what happened. I'm gonna let each one of our guests. Each one of our guests say their crown check. Okay, Lonnie, you first.
God moved it. You didn't lose it.
Oh, I did have that.
Crown check 1, 2, 1, 2.
Yeah.
God moved it. You didn't lose it. Crown check 1, 2, 1, 2. Montrella, you next, baby.
Mine was Nia, purpose.
Yep.
I did have it written down, but I had it under her name.
Oh, okay. You didn't say it. I love you, Montrella.
Just a little bit.
I love my grandma.
She just ain't win.
She had it. She just didn't say it fast enough. Montrella, what's your crown check?
Nia, purpose.
Nia, purpose. That was Montrella's. And my crown check was I was made the way I was made because God had a plan for me. Crown check 1, 2, 1, 2. So those were our 3 crown checks. I'm looking through the chat, and Christina and Grandma were the closest. So I guess we're gonna send out 2 gifts.
It's Christine.
Check, 1, 2, 1, 2.
That's Christine Hamilton, not Christina.
Christine Hamilton. Oh, that's
Christine Hamilton.
Okay, Christine Hamilton and Rosemary Overton. Congratulations for your crown check 1, 2, 1, 2 gifts. Thank you for joining
And
us.
Ronika as well. She's the third
And
one.
Miss Ronika. So we have 3 gifts. Ronika.
Yes.
So we have 3 gifts that we're sending out to Christine, Ronika, and Rosemary. Thank you, ladies, so much for joining us. Thank everybody for joining us. Congratulations.
Did they put their address? Did they?
Yes. So if you could do me a favor,
when
if you
Carol
could drop your
Shenetta
address,
comes, she can see that I had it written down.
I will
Don't
bring
give
you
me a
your
prize
gift,
today.
Grandma. I will make sure I don't need your address. You're okay. Everyone else, please just send me a private message with your address and I will make sure you get your gifts. Thank you so much for joining us for Crown Check 1212 Pity Party to Purpose 2021. We are going to be doing this annually, so get ready. We got more to do. We thank you so much. Please follow Montrella. Please follow Lonnie. Please book DJ Q Boogie. Please book Q the Key to Host. Reach out to us. We're here to help. Purchase the books. Make sure you heal. Get to the root of it. Develop the plan. God moves some things. Find some things. Get away from them people. Go ahead and heal because you matter. Crown Check 1212. One love, everybody. Thank you for joining us.
Have a great day, Queens.
Thank you.
Have a blessed week. Have a blessed year. Very good.
Thank you.
Love you all.
Awesome.
Thank you, ladies.
Love you.
Happy New Year.
Awesome,
New Year,
Queens.
My mom is here.
Everybody get your
Been here the whole time.
shorty. Doesn't want no slow song. Had a minute
Love
last.
you, Queen. Thank you.
You are welcome. Awesome.
I know you like to lay low. I've been peeping what you bringing to the table. Working hard, girl, everything paid for. First, last phone bill, car, no cable. With your phone out, gotta hit them angles. With your phone out, snapping like you Fable. And you showing off, but it's alright. And you showing off, but it's alright. It's a short life, yeah. That's a real one in your reflection. Without a follow, without a mention. You really piping up on these. You gotta be nice for what to these. I understand. You got you got a baby Benz. You got some bad friends. High school pics, you was even bad then. You ain't stressing off no lover in the past tense. You already had them. Work at 8 a.m. Finish round 5. All down, you don't see them.
Your prize.
You know hard time. Doing all
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Gotta make that jump. Gotta hit the club like
it is what it is, that's some fast start. She a big old freak, it's a must that I hit. It's a hot girl summer, so you know she got it lit. No, she got it lit. Hot girl summer, so you know she got it lit. No, she got it lit. Hot girl summer, so you know she got it lit.
Look, handle me? Who gon' handle me? Thinking he's a player, he's a member on the team. He put in all that work, he wanna be the MVP. I told him ain't no taming me, I love my niggas equally. Fucking 9 to 5 niggas with that superstar beat. The superstar star now.